think I'm live. I think I just cleared my voice live. I'm still figuring it out, and also I want to apologize for the puffy eyes. So in order to take your focus off my puffy eyes, I tried to straighten my hair, and then I came out into this weather where it's starting to balloon back again. So I'm all happy for that. It'll just start, it'll grow as you watch. I have a lot to talk about this morning. My post is a little bit longer than usual, and I might just start reading it so that we can get to the end and talk about a few things. I'm not sure what today's going to hold for me. I know we might be leaving Yorktown in the early hours of tomorrow, or we might wait until Saturday. I'll have to wait till the girls get over here, so I don't know if this is the last one I'll film here. No, I guess I'll do tomorrow regardless. So, all right, there's that. Good morning, Sharon. I'm glad you guys are finding me. Today I had 2 people waiting before I even went live. That's exciting. I'll get the hang of this. And Farmer Rick is back there on the wee farm watching, and he's been sort of helping me out. I know there's been a few glitches. I'm hoping the sound is better. So we'll get it all figured out. Any hints y'all have, please feel free to leave in the comments and stuff, and I'll try to get this thing. I don't know anything about this. Who am I kidding? All right, I'm going to start. This is the We Farm Musing post number 557 on June 29th, 2023. Sorry for that. So I'll just start off. Good morning from the pretty kitchen at Little Daddy's house, which I'm obviously not in the kitchen right now. I'm obviously out on his pretty patio at Little Daddy's house. I'm sitting in the quiet, which is very unusual here, and it's still quiet, and that's still very unusual. I find myself missing the hustle and bustle that is normally happening all around. Good morning, Ellie. All around the kitchen island where the food is laid out, and a brother is always telling a story. I'm also going to be competing with whatever bug that is behind me making the sound that it's going to be a hot day. I think, are those cicadas? I'm not sure. If one lands on me, well, that's a different story. So I need to be careful of what I'm missing at this moment, because that'll be happening today. Trust me, at some point this house will fill to bursting and I will miss the sound of the quiet. Dear Girl and the Pugs will be heading back this way today, and I'm sure they'll have lots of stories to tell. Dear Girl and the Pugs are my precious girls, and we made this trip together. Wow, they're really loud. Their adventure should keep the 10-hour drive home full of action. We'll be back on the wee farm in no time at all. I'm thinking we will be departing in the morning, but I'm not sure yet. I know one thing is Farmer Rick has really been missing his goat girl. When I named myself Goat Girl, it is literally because I love goats. So it isn't because I think I'm the greatest of all times, because I can guarantee you I am not. Maybe little Farmer Rick thinks so. I wanted to talk about Bobby Osborne yesterday, and I didn't, so I'm sorry. My mind was on trying to figure out this YouTube thing, and I'm terrible. I'm not a technically gifted person, so it's a lot of challenges, but I do want to take some time to talk about the Osborne brothers and Bobby and Sonny, because they meant a lot to my career and why I'm sitting here talking about it right this moment. So I'm just going to launch into this story I wrote about this morning. And if you're not familiar with the Osborne brothers, I encourage you to look them up. You will know them by Rocky Top and Tennessee Hound Dog and all kinds of fun story songs. But also, Bobby had one of the best voices I've ever heard. He had so much confidence in what he could do vocally. Not to worry about tech. You will figure it out. Good morning from Alto, Michigan. Thank you, Pat. But I was saying that Bobby's voice was just so incredible because he had so much control over it. He could hit any note he wanted. But I'm getting away from my story about the Osborne brothers. So the first song I ever performed on a stage was Take This Hammer by the Osborne Brothers. I was 3 years old. Little Daddy and Mama Uncle Squeegee, and Aunt Lahell threw a summer barbecue party at my Nana and Papa's old home place in Hampton, Virginia. They hired a local bluegrass band to play for the evening, and while no one was looking, I eased up during the band break and took hold of a microphone and shut my eyes to sing at the top of my lungs the song Little Daddy played all the time. Big That was a jet, a military jet. I don't know. They keep flying over here. I hope we're not in trouble, by the way, because there's just a lot of jets flying out of here. Anyway, let's see. Doggone it. Oh, the song Little Daddy played all the time. Maybe I shouldn't sit out on this porch. Maybe I should sit in Daddy's little kitchen. In my 3-year-old mind, I heard the wonderful harmony and Bobby's voice singing along with me as I sang on the stage. And the song was Take This Hammer, so that I still love that song. In fact, I've got it on a recording somewhere. While my eyes were still closed, the band started sneaking up behind me and playing along. My imagination was running wild until I made the mistake of opening my eyes and was horrified that people were watching. I promptly threw the mic down and ran into Little Daddy's arms. I always tell folks I still have the urge on stage, and I have to resist. I do resist these days. I don't throw the mic down. I do want to run. Another part of the Osborne Brothers story that applies to my life is their longtime friend and excellent session guitarist, Ray Edenton. Ray played on so many country music records, countless number ones, and happened to be the reason I made the decision to move to Nashville 40 years ago. Ray was considered one of the A-string session players back in the day, so he was very important to country music in general. Edenton was a family friend, more family than friend, to me and my farm darling, and an important part to the Osborne Brothers' sound to Sonny and Bobby. I had the pleasure of talking with both brothers about Ray countless times, and they both told me they would cancel their recording session if Ray was not available. That's how much they thought of his playing. They loved him and his incredible rhythms. I do have comfort in once again using my imagination and seeing the Osborne Brothers together again with Ray Edenton, providing that magical layer of guitar underneath their songs. Heaven is surely more enriched by their talent. I'm gonna try this. I'll probably regret it, and hopefully a jet will fly overhead and drown it out anyway. But here's a song I wrote a few years ago about my heroes, and I wanted to record this before they left the earth, but now that's not going to happen. I actually thought about pitching this to Doyle Lawson for this project that I'm working on now, but it's a song called Me and Sonny and Bobby. It's a true story, and I'm going to do this a cappella, so don't laugh at me. I'll probably start it in the wrong key, but I'll give you a little rendition of it. I know I've heard this story a million times. Mom and Dad had a party on a summer night. Had a band so they could dance across the lawn. And it didn't take me long. I made my way up the steps and grabbed a mic. 3 years old and singing out with all my might. Take this hammer, I made that song my own. But I wasn't standing there alone. It was me and Sonny and Bobby singing on that stage. I closed my eyes and swear I heard them clear as day. Their voices moved around me as I sang the lead. It sure sounded sweet, Sonny and Bobby and me. They said I threw the microphone and tried to hide. When I saw folks were listening and realized they were clapping so proud of what I'd done. But I was not the only one, 'cause it was me and Sonny and Bobby singing on that stage. I closed my eyes and swear I heard them clear as day. Their voices moved around me as I sang the lead. It sure sounded sweet, Sonny and Bobby and me. I'm glad I wrote this, now you know the story too. How I started singing underneath that moon, and the help I had beside me while I sang. The reason I'm still standing here today, it was me and Sonny and Bobby singing on that stage. I close my eyes and swear I hear 'em still today. Their voices move around me as I sang the lead. It sure sounded sweet, Sonny and Bobby and me. So God bless you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. God loves you and I love you. And I know Sonny and Bobby and Ray Edenton love you too. See you tomorrow. If I can turn this off.